Run 'em, run 'em, run 'em, run 'em, run 'em, run 'em, run 'em. Yeah, just run 'em. I'm on the mezzanine, I go so hard just to fuck up my enemies. Don't need revenge when success is the remedy. Ain't for the top, I'ma do 'em like Kennedy. Mixing champagne with their Hennessy, they falling off, all these niggas is winning leads. Life gave me limits, I came out with simply. Look, I don't associate, no we can't congregate. Focus like number 8, my shit is infinite. Move out the trauma, my therapist healing it, know that you feeling it, I'm just too weird with this, Came with the bass and I'm slapping you niggas, I feel like I'm willing this, Look, stuck in the fuck shit, kill them all at the top of my bucket list. None of you hoes on my fucking list. I go so hard when I come like this, Look, yeah, I go hard and I run up the numbers. Grinding the winter to fuck up the summer. Telling you niggas beware that I'm coming. Tell me, from the bottom, now stepping on the neck. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Get it, dollars, yeah, euros. Now really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the deck. Mezzanine is on the deck. Tell me, from the bottom, now stepping on the neck. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Get it, dollars, yeah, euros. Now really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the deck. Mezzanine is on the deck. Tell them that I'm coming, like who I've been coming. Numbers I've been running, I've been up to something. Never run from nothing, gotta keep it jumping. Make sure these niggas is bumping my shit, I go too hard on the bitch, Used to be late on the rent, Used to make dollars and cents, Now all the figures are 6, bitch. Yeah, tell them other rap niggas better keep quiet. When they got a piece, guess a nigga get violent. Always got mine, cause a nigga come try it. Look, stepping away from the bottom feeders. It just me on my album, don't need a feature. Couldn't walk in my shoes, not a kilometer, not a centimeter, bitch. Coming from the bottom, now stepping on the neck. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Get it, dollars, yeah, euros. Now really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the deck. Mezzanine is on the deck. Coming from the bottom, now stepping on the neck. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Get it, dollars, yeah, euros. Now really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the deck. Mezzanine is on the deck.
Double or nothing, you ain't getting money, the nigga you bugging. Damn ass fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, fuck up the budget. Cashing it in, damn I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it. Her name ain't Megan, but yeah, she a stallion. The way that we dressin' ran out of Italian. New chain bustin', beat the medallion. Pull your own troubles out by the gallon. Her name ain't Lotta, but she from the south. Her name ain't Ruby, she got a big mouth. Putting it in, she staking it out. Putting it in, she staking it out. She like salsa, one in a hole, just like a golfer. If you ain't leeching, what can you offer? Niggas ain't got it, they just be talkers. Niggas ain't got it, they just be talkers. They gon' tell you what you wanna hear. Yeah, put you in a nice pair. Best if you don't listen.
All this shit on me, I'm making her wet. It's double line, they know we the set. They know we up next, that's why they upset. Diamonds on me, and you know it's baguettes. Ballin' so hot, man, I need me a rap. If you ain't on time, then you getting left. Can't live in the past, ain't got no regrets. Ain't looking for love, just want me some sex. Like it or love it, still gotta respect it. How you in first, but you coming in second. They watching your next, so you gotta protect it. Running it up and we breaking the records. You gave us your last, you should've just kept it. Eyes on me as soon as I step in. The eye on me, you know what I'm reppin'. It's eyes, so yeah, you know what we dressing. Our blessings is coming, they know that we destined. I get a lover, they know how we coming. Just send us the budget. Send us the budget. She want a second, my hands are on weed. She tell me don't touch it. What you doing? We bringing them vibes, they know we don't force it. Tell them don't rush us. Don't rush us at all. Hate us or love us, it really don't matter. Ain't holding no grudges.
Like it or love it, it's double or nothing. You ain't getting money, the nigga you bugging. Damn ass fat. fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, fuck up the budget. Cashing it in, damn I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it.
She want me to touch her, I'm making her cream. Like she a Russian, she for the team. She bring her cousins, I'm bringing my brothers. Now it's a scene and we all for being.
Like it or love it, I had to just dub it. Ain't no in between, no in between. She for the streets, feeling so geek. She for the streets, feeling so geek.
Like it or love it, they know how we coming, just send us the budget. Send us the budget. She wanna suck in my hands on her weed, she tell me don't touch it. What you doing? We bringing them vibes, they know we don't force it. Tell them don't rush us.
Don't rush us at all.
Hate us or love us, it really don't matter. Ain't holding no grudges, no.
Hey. Yeah. Let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah. I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Fuck with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on it and next. Fuck this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah. Oh shit, they don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my dick, I got bad intentions. Make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Peace in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the shots if they wanted to smoke. If you know, then you know. Suited up, bitch, my whole team do the same. Don't you forget who created the game. Ready for war, I was born with grenades. The trenches where soldiers are made. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome y'all back to the Big Dog Barking Show. I'm your host, Big Dog Barking, come straight out of Memphis 10 with another live for y'all today. And as y'all can see by the title, do sports define modern manhood? Now, before I get into the topic today, hit that like button as y'all enter the building. Likes I appreciate over here. Hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, also comment. You know what I'm saying? Everything will be appreciated. I'm on my goal to 1,300. It may be small to some, but it's a lot to me. So help me reach that goal to 1,300 before the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? And let me hold up. I just put the banner up. So if you would like to donate to the cause, please donate. You know what I'm saying? The goal is $40. You know what I'm saying? If we get it, we get it. We don't get it, it is what it is. We're going to keep on pushing out this product. You know what I'm saying? So, let me start off before I get deep into this conversation. I'm happy that Carmelo Anthony bond got reduced. I'm happy for him because I think $1 million was ridiculous. And 10% that's 100,000. So I think 100,000 was ridiculous, and we don't know if it showed the circumstances of the incident. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm happy he got his bond reduced. I'm happy he was able to get out. But this whole case is tied into my topic for today. And more information starting to come out. I'm looking at this from the eyes of not only a sports guy, a juror, because I did do jury duty once upon a time, a sports guy, because I did play sports, I did coach, a father, just different angles. And one thing I can say is that we, when I say we, us content creators, whether you for or against Carmelo, I will say this. Just off the simple fact he had that knife that's a strike against him. Now, I heard so many people bring up they staying in Texas and this, that, and the third, but I do know it was at a school-sponsored event. And unless the rules change state to state, I do know you're not supposed to bring a weapon at a school-sponsored event. Even though the state of Texas says he's allowed to have that knife on his person, and even though it's a 3.5-inch blade, I do know he's not allowed to bring that into a school-sponsored track meet. That's not me being biased. That's not me being hateful. That's me being telling the truth. He was wrong. Whether he was trying to be a little gangster, whether he was for protection because he'd been bullied in the past, or whatever the case may be, he wasn't supposed to bring that knife, blade, tool, whatever you want to call it, onto that track meet. That much I do know. Now, when it comes down to the whole tent situation, it could be that he was bucking and wanted to sit up under them folks' tent. It could be a friend invited him to come sit under the tent. Could be. Don't know. I hear conflicting stories. I see the police reports. This, that, and the third. It's like, it could be one. It could be something. I don't know who threw the first blow. I don't know who started it and everything right there. You know what I'm saying? All I know is somebody got deleted and somebody got locked up. I don't know what happened under that tent. I'm in the gray area. You know, y'all don't like to be in the gray area. It's got to be one way or the other. It's never, excuse me, it's never the gray area. It's never the gray area. You can't be in the gray area. It's either you're defending him or you're against him. You can't never be in the gray area. And I want to know why. Why I can't be in the gray area. Come on, like I said, I was on a jury. And in order for you to be on a jury, you have to be able to look at stuff from the gray area. You have to take the information that's given to you and make your conclusion out of the information given to you. And from the information that's given to me, it might have been self-defense. It might have been the deletion. Because again, I have to know what happened under the tent. I have to know who initiated what first before I can sit there and say Austin was wrong, before I can say Carmelo was wrong. I have to know what happened under the tent. I have to see video. I do know he was wrong for bringing the tool, air quotes, to the track meet. He wasn't supposed to do that. Now, whether he's knowing that and did it anyway, or he probably had it in his backpack from a fishing trip or something else, that's a whole nother situation. But he wasn't supposed to bring it into the track meet. He wasn't supposed to bring it into the track meet. I know that for a fact. What's going on, Cellulite? What's going on? So I'm knowing this for a fact that all the information that I've been getting, and Cellulite Podcast been one of the channels I've been going to, salute my brother, for breaking down this case. It don't look good for Carmelo. Just off the simple fact he wasn't supposed to bring the blade into the track meet. I know that. I stay in Tennessee. I keep a pistol on me. And every time my son play football, basketball, I can't take that pistol into the game. It could be in the car. When my daughter was in high school at cheerleading, volleyball, softball, basketball, football games, she's a cheerleader. She's a volleyball player. She's a softball player. She ran track. I can't bring my pistol to none of her events that school sponsored. I know this. And it ain't got nothing to do with the age. It got everything to do with the rules. It got everything to do with the rules. And we want to sit up here. Say, like, I'll make you a mod if you don't, you know. Say, I just made you a mod. I gave you a wrench. So I know the rules. I can't bring my 40. I can't bring my AR. I can't bring my shotgun. None of my weapons to a school-sponsored event. It's against the rules. Regardless of what state you stay in now. I don't know the rules in Texas. I don't know the rules in Mississippi, Arkansas, none of the South. I know what I know about Tennessee. And as long as it's a school-sponsored event, I can't bring a weapon to the event. I know this. So just off the simple fact that he brought the knife to the track meet, that's a strike against him. And you can feel how you want to feel about that. That's your opinion. That's your feelings. I don't care. Feel how you want to feel. But he broke a law. He broke a law. Now, what happened under the tent, that's up for discretion. Because we don't know. We can speculate. Witnesses can say one thing or the other. Austin was the aggressor. His brother was aggressive. We can say Carmelo was aggressive. We don't know. We don't know. But because we are so emotional instead of being logical, we want to hurry up and jump to one side or the other side. We're trying to make it into some race shit when it really didn't have to be racial. It was two boys that got into it. Until they can show us any footage, any audio of what happened under that tent, we don't know. We ain't gonna know nothing till they go to trial. But we also know this though, is that when the police or whoever pulled him over, not pulled him over, who ran up on him when he was walking, he didn't tell him he was under arrest. He didn't arrest him. He just asked him some questions, and guess what? He admitted to doing it. And again, feel how you want to feel about that part, but he admitted to doing it. He goes on to say, is that considered self-defense what he did? He's so smart, because y'all like using that 3.7 GPA. He's so smart that he dumb. Some people say he ain't that type of dude. Apparently he ain't, or he trying to be. Because if you self-defending yourself, you already know you're defending yourself. You don't have to ask the question, is that considered self-defense? You should already know you're in a situation where you're defending yourself. There's no need to question what you're doing. It's out of defense. But you had to ask the question. See, I'm on that length of, I've been in that courtroom. I sat in that juror's box with 11 other people and listened to the evidence that was presented to me. Matter of fact, the case I was on was a vehicular manslaughter. It was an older white guy that deleted a young guy on a motorcycle. And through the whole trial, it took about 3-4 days, I saw evidence, information that said to me and these 11 other people is that this old guy, even though he didn't try to do it on purpose, he did it. He did it. Me and 11 other people had to come up with the decision to say this guy, even though he didn't try to do it, he did it. I had to charge him with something, I had to convict him of something. He did something. From the evidence that I've been hearing, from the evidence I've been gathering, he did something. Is it self-defense or is it straight out deletion? We don't really know. From his words, it was self-defense. But again, you shouldn't even have the knife in your possession in the first place. And you were running. You were supposed to be there. And from the footage I just saw, you was running, looked like before the rain came. So why is it that you're under the opposition's tent? Why? Why are you there? If you say a friend invited you over there, fine, cool. Why the friend ain't sticking up for you? Why the friend ain't defending you? If it going down like they say it's going down, it was self-defense. Why your friend ain't co-signing what happened? What the friend did? Or why your friend ain't saying that Austin and his brother was aggressive and you did what you had to do? Where the friend did that supposedly invited you over there? Where they at? They're nowhere to be seen. They're nowhere to be seen. No words, no nothing. No words, no nothing. Where the friend is. So if the friend's there, why the friend ain't help you fight the two brothers? Where the friend is? That invited you up under this tent of the opposition. Where the friend is? They ain't defending you in public. They ain't help you fight. Is that really your friend? Is it? Or is it somebody that knew you was gullible enough to come over there and do something? Because y'all do like to use that 3.7 GPA. Y'all do like to use that affluent neighborhood. Y'all do like to say he don't fit the profile of a thug. I would always say, that's my way to get away with shit. Because I don't fit the profile. I don't fit the profile of somebody that would do something. Oh, I used to do a lot of stuff before my mama found that I was doing things. And then when she found that, she was like, I can't put nothing past them. Because I fit the profile of somebody that wouldn't do nothing. I was doing more things than a little bit. And my mama didn't know about it. And then when she found out, she was like, I don't put nothing past them. Because I fit the profile. I was a smart guy. My guys wasn't just thugs. We did some things, but they wasn't flat out thugs. We did what we did. I had guys that didn't do nothing. And I had guys that were ready to break into 4 houses and steal cars. One of my partners broke inside Graceland, Ed Presley house. He snuck inside Graceland just to see where Ed Presley was. And he was a teenager when he did this shit. And he was smart as hell, ran cross country. Just trying some shit. So all this good kid, good neighborhood shit, save that for somebody that wasn't a good kid. Save that. I was a good kid. I just got good at bad shit. I was a straight A student for a point in time. I started doing bad shit, and I liked it. He's 17. Ain't no telling what Buddy done did in his past before this incident. We don't know. He never got caught. If he did anything, he didn't get caught. Ain't no proof he got caught to do it. He ain't got no priors. No juvenile record or nothing. He ain't get caught. According to the law, he ain't did nothing. But again, we don't know. Because he never got caught. He never got caught. He got caught now. But who to say he ever done anything before? We don't know. You want to say Austin and his brother were bullies. How you know? Because he's a big white boy, country fed in Texas. They breed them every day. They breed them every day in Texas. Texas is a football state. They breed them every day. They eat steaks at 6 months old. They breed them every day. So at some point in time, if they playing football, I expect a big country fed white boy to be a little aggressive playing outside linebacker. Just like I expect some big black guy to be aggressive playing outside linebacker. That's a football state. And Carmelo Anthony, you play safety. That's defense. You're trying to stop somebody from scoring. Depending on what type of safety you is, either you playing in the box or you playing in coverage. You're a ball hawk. And from the description that they're giving me, 5'9", 130, 140, you probably been a ball hawk. You probably wasn't one of them Troy Polamalu, one of them Ronnie Lots that can play up in the box and ready to knock somebody block off. You probably was a ball hawk like Ed Reed. That's cool. I could deal with that if that's what you're doing. Catching a lot of interceptions, breaking up passes, I could deal with that. I could deal with that a whole lot. But just to say that Austin and his brother were bullies because they're 6'1" and 225, aggressive, they play football. I will want them on my team. As a football coach, I will want them on my team because I already know that when I put them out there on the field, they're going to do their job. And again, both of them was on the roster for this track meet. So it wasn't like they wasn't there. They wasn't there to do anything. They was there to race. Just like Carmelo Anthony. So we know that Carmelo Anthony was breaking the law. You can miss me with the Texas law, school law. School law says he wasn't supposed to bring it. Now you up under the opposition tent with two boys, two brothers that I would put on my football team because of their leadership, their character, the way they play. I like that. That's old school masculinity. That's old school masculinity. Get your ass from up under my tent. You don't belong over here. It ain't got nothing to do with the color. It got everything to do with what school you rock with. Get from up under my tent. You can't tell me what to do. You're right. I can't tell you what to do. You're right. I can't tell you what to do. But at the same motherfucking time, though, get your ass from up under my tent. You don't belong here. This is for my school. This is for my team. You do not belong here, bro. Move. So everybody want to play their role of, you can't tell them what to do. You're right, I can't. But when it comes down to opposition, you're on my side of the field. I'm old school masculinity. You don't come on my side of the field unless you got a problem. Unless you're ready to play for my team. You don't come over here and sit up under my tent unless you got a problem or you ready to play for my team. That's old school mentality. Call it toxic all you want to. I don't care. Like I said, I came up where you got your ass knocked off for playing. I came up liking the Detroit Pistons. I wasn't a Bulls fan. I wasn't even a Jordan fan. You know, that's y'all messiah. I liked Bill Lambert. I liked Isaiah Thomas. I liked Dennis Rodman. I liked Joe Dumas. I was a Detroit Piston. I was a bad boy Piston. That was the first basketball team that I could associate with that thought that my mentality was, I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to beat your ass. You supposed to be this cold. I'm going to beat your ass. Beat me. Beat me. Because I come to play. I'm not going to play with you. Beat me. I came up in an era where you don't get a whistle for looking at somebody wrong. You don't get a whistle for barely touching them. I came up in a time where you actually got your ass knocked off at a quarterback. Get it how you live. Well, the wide receivers, we didn't let the wide receivers get a catch. You had to earn it. I came up in an era where a pitcher threw a baseball at me, the bench is going to clear. Call it toxic. I don't care. I came up in an era where you played sports to become a man. That was a sign of your masculinity, that you can go out there and play. No matter how the game was called, you played the game. That showed your toughness. That showed your mentality. That showed your physical strength. That showed your leadership. That showed your character. Playing sports wasn't for the weak. Playing sports for me wasn't just putting on a uniform just so I could look cute for my yearbook pictures. Playing sports was for me to get a girl because I was a jock. Playing sports for me was strictly about the competition. One team against another team, best team win. It wasn't about being friendly. It wasn't about playing kumbaya. It was about, as long as you had on your school colors, you're not my friend. As long as you had on your school colors, I don't fuck with you. Before the game, we might be cool. After the game, we might be cool. But as long as you got on them uniforms, as long as you're playing against me, it's war. It's war. I coached the same way when I started coaching basketball. I was like, bruh, we're going to get aggressive. We're going to get aggressive. I want you to tell me what deodorant this boy got on. I want you to tell me what he ate for lunch. I want you to get physical. I used to tell my players this all the time in practice, like, y'all don't like to be touched. You like to be able to get your shot off. You like to be able to do what you want to do without the hand check, without somebody putting their hands on. You want to be Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry. You want to do what you want to do and not get touched. And every time you get touched, you're looking at the referee for a whistle. Every time you get touched, you're looking for the referee to blow the whistle. Every time something happens on the football field, you're looking for the ref to throw a flag. You're soft. Y'all done got soft over time. Yeah, they changed the rules to put up more points on the board. Yeah. But you also made these individuals soft by doing it. It's so many different things about sports that made men soft. Transfer portal. I remember when I was coming up, you decided to transfer from the school, you had to wait a year. Now you can play right away. Ain't no repercussion for you transferring. Ain't no repercussion for you leaving a school that you agreed to go to. You ain't getting the minutes you want. Now you want to leave. All right, you will leave. You just gonna have to sit in the year. Now you can play right away. That ain't punishing. That's like, bro, I'm giving you what you want. NIL, shit. I can come here, and then if I ain't getting the money I want, I can go somewhere else. Exactly, like free agency, NFL free agency. If I can't get what I want, I'm gonna go somewhere else. Basketball, you're getting paid millions of dollars, 60, 50, 60, 70 million dollars a season, and say I don't want to play 82 games. Can we reduce the game to 65? Because I need load management. I need load management. I can't play 82 games. Now I can understand a personal something happened. You know, your wife might have had a baby, death in the family. I can understand that, but just for the simple fact you don't want to play. Okay, cool. You don't want to play, but do I have to pay you? You want my money though. If you don't want to play. We done got soft as men. Sports used to be what defined us as men. Sports was a way to separate the weak from the strong. The fastest man win, the strongest man win, the best team win. Now we want to be on participation trophies. We want everybody to get a trophy. We want everybody to feel like winners. There's no such thing as a loss. How do I explain that to my teams that work hard in practice, work hard in scrimmages 2-3 times a week, then go play a game and we win, but you want to sit there and say, we ain't going to recognize you as a winner. We're going to recognize you as a participant. How you think that makes me feel? That I can't be considered a winner in today's society. I just have to be a participant. I have to understand how losing makes the other team feel like, bro, it's a competition. Somebody supposed to lose. Somebody supposed to lose in a competition. Somebody gonna get outmanned. Somebody gonna get out strategized. Somebody is supposed to lose. But you telling me I can't think like that. I can't move like that because it's toxic. I'm just going to be toxic. It is what it is. In the case of this Carmelo Anthony self-defense, deletion, whatever you want to call it, y'all want to swear up and down that Austin Metcalf is toxic. He fit the profile of a toxic man. His daddy, y'all bringing up his old SA case from 17, 18 years ago to try to bring that into today's case to say, oh, his daddy was this, so he's predestined to be something. Okay, now we want to use the DNA thing. I'm like, all right, cool, fine. I used it a lot too because of my daddy. My daddy was a pimp, so it's already in me to Won't be a womanizer. If that's what we're using, it's so many different things that we want to use for this case just to define masculinity. Y'all want to give Carmelo every defense in the world and throw out details just so y'all can baby him, so y'all can coddle him. But again, he broke a rule before the fight even started. He wasn't even supposed to bring the weapon in this case. He wasn't even supposed to have it on his person at this track meet. Yeah, I want to sit there and say, well, he had to defend himself. He wasn't even supposed to have it. And as a prosecutor, I'm going to dig on that by itself because you wasn't supposed to have it, Carmelo. You wasn't supposed to have it in your possession. Why you have it in your possession? Give me the reason. Was it you been bullied before? According to certain people, y'all don't know each other. So the whole bully comment, you can say that. What's up, Queen? The whole bully comment, you can save that because y'all didn't know each other. Why you had a knife? Why you had it? Why you just didn't get up? If you felt like you were outmanned, why you just didn't get up? Why you just didn't move? If you felt like you was outmanned. I've been hearing, oh, when is he supposed to defend himself? He can defend himself all he want to. But you're not going to come into my house and tell me you're not going to move. You're not going to go on the opposition block. You're not going to go on the op block and tell the op, try me and see what happens. That's exactly what he did. And the funny part about all this is like a lot of street dudes, former street dudes that I hear on YouTube in the past week since all this done popped off. It's funny how y'all was in them same situations and you did what you did as a 16, 17, 18-year-old. Whether it was at school, whether it's going to another neighborhood, you went up against the opposition, knowing you're going against the opposition. But because you were a little nigga with her on his nuts, you're going to take the pistol, you're going to take your gun, you're going to take your knife, you're going to take your brass knuckles, you're going to take your baseball bats and all that to the opposition's block. My question is why you're going over there. If you got to take all this with you, what's the purpose of you going over there? And in some cases, pussy. And in some cases, money. And in some cases, just because I fucking feel like it. You willing to take a chance with the ops over a female. You're willing to take a chance with the ops over some paper. You're willing to take a chance with the ops over bravado, machismo. Because they got me fucked up. Tell me where I can and cannot go. But you got to go with a weapon. You got to go with a weapon. But you that dude, though. See, we be forgetting that we was them young niggas that did that dumbass shit too. Whether you was a 3.7 student or whether you was a criminal in the making. We did the dumbass shit too. And you're trying to paint this picture that he ain't know no better. Well, why you do it? There's a reason why he did what he did. That's off the jump. It's a reason why you got that in your backpack. It's a reason why you got that in your backpack. And a track meet. That what all you probably doing is running, jumping hurdles, throwing a discus or a shot put, whatever events y'all got there, you probably participating in them events. Why are you so worried about the knife? Why you got this knife when you supposed to be running? Why? You supposed to be on the field. Why is you carrying the knife when you supposed to be running? Why are you in on the art block? For some pussy? Like I said, if the friend brought you over there, the friend left you out to dry. I done been in several apartments that my apartments had beef with, and my friends were staying over there, had just moved over there. And I used to tell them before I get to the gate, hey, bro, meet me at the gate. Because I don't feel like walking through the apartments and some random nigga come out of nowhere and ask me where I stay at. Who I know over here. Like, bro, I ain't got time. I came over here to see you, bro. So it's on the right that you meet me at the gate before I start walking through your apartments. It's on the right. Because I remember as a young nigga, all the little girls that stayed in our apartments and random niggas would come through there. Me and my niggas would be outside the girl apartment waiting on him to come out. Like, bro, you don't belong over here. Them little girls used to hate that shit because soon they walk out the door, they like, oh, they finna start some shit with this nigga. You goddamn right, because he don't belong over here. Who is you? Who is you? I said that to my daughter fiance when they came down here a couple years ago. I said, bro, you can't walk around this neighborhood by yourself, bro. Because these niggas gonna ask you, who are you? They ain't never seen you before. I told them, I said, bro, your chances of walking with my son to the corner store is better than you walking by yourself. They know my son. All the gang bangers and dope boys, all the little dudes that don't do nothing, they know my son. They ain't been do nothing to him. You, I don't know. And you got a pistol. I said, these niggas got choppers. You got a pistol, these niggas got choppers. Your best bet is to walk up to the store with my son so your ass won't get hit. You on my block. You're in my neighborhood, and they don't know you. But see, this is all the shit that you content creators forget about is your upbringing. How you did things as a 17-year-old boy. Now y'all want everything to be hunky-dory. Everybody be friendly and shit like that. Ain't no friends in war. Ain't no friends in competition. Ain't no friends in sports. Ain't no friends in sports. See, LeBron fucked it up. And that's my favorite player. LeBron fucked it up because he wanted everybody to be friends. That's why they always say that he'll never be Mike. He'll never be Kobe. Mike and Kobe didn't want to be your friend. They wanted to end you. They didn't want to be your friend. Not on the court. I'm not running to join teams with you to win a chance. No. I'm going to win here. I stepped that here. When you come to my gym, when you come to my stadium, when you come onto my field, bro, it's OV. Ain't no friends. We could be friends after the game. Don't expect me to try to run and join forces with you. I'll play on this team and lose 82 games before I run to your team to win the championship. We done got soft as men. Just look at the way sports is played now and tell me we have it. And all this happened at a sporting event. All this happened at a track meet. And you could paint the picture of Carmelo how you want to paint it. You could paint the picture of Austin and Hunter how you want to paint it. You might be right, you might be wrong. But when it comes down to sheer sports, and you being a young man or grown man or whatever the case may be, if he was so motherfucking smart, he knew not to be in the ops tent unless he ready to do something. If he was so smart, this 3.7 y'all keep bragging about, he wouldn't have been in the op tent. My son has a 4.5. He know better. He know not to go and sit with the ops. He know that. Not in no sporting event. He know not to cross them lines. Because he already know what it is. And he got a 4.5. He way smarter than Carmelo Anthony. He ain't got no knife in his backpack. As a matter of fact, he can't even have, he got to have a clear backpack when he go to school. So they can see right through it. And he know at a football game, a basketball game, or whatever he doing, he know better not to go sit with the ops by himself, with or without a weapon. He know better. He know better. Hold up, wait a minute. My son know better. And he a 4.5. Top 5 in his class. Smartest boy in the school. And he stay in the hood. He already know it's certain streets in the hood he ain't finna go down. Because he don't want no problems. And he ain't nowhere near a gangster, a drug dealer, thug. He ain't none of that. But he's smart enough to know not to go down certain streets in our neighborhood. Because he don't want no problems. And you mean to tell me for him to be so smart that he didn't know not to go into the ops block? You mean to tell me he's so smart that he knew that he couldn't bring? He didn't supposed to have the knife, but he's smart. He know the rules. He wasn't supposed to be in the op tent. He know the rules. I'm in the gray area. I'm in the gray area. But just off my own personal experiences, just off watching how my son operate, how my daughter used to operate in high school and all this right there, I'm already knowing, bro, you over there for a reason. That's my own opinion. And I might be right, I might be wrong, but it is what it is. You over there for a reason, bro. You brought that knife for a reason. I ain't cooning. I don't want the boy to be on no death row. I don't want the boy to serve life. But you're not going to pull the wool over my eyes and say Carmelo Anthony was just over there minding his own motherfucking business. No. Miss me with that one. 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 So like I said, I played that role in the streets. Just doing shit. Breaking in 4 houses, shoplifting, stealing 4 cars. I remember stealing my grandmama a little pistol in 7th, 8th grade. Just to have it in my possession. And I'm a good kid. I made good grades. At one point in time, 6th grade, I was an idiot. 7th grade, I was smart. 8th grade, I was high school, I made a 2.7. So, depending on what time period we're talking about. But even still, I was smart enough to know what the fuck I was doing. I knew what I was doing. And yeah, I tried to get away with shit. I didn't get caught for half the shit I did. The one time I did get arrested for having a possession, I wasn't even selling nothing at the time. That was some weed me and my brother were finna smoke. And I got arrested for possession with intent. I'm like, you caught me on this, but then as soon as I get out of jail, I go right back to selling weed. Like I never got told I was gonna do 5 years if I got caught again. Mandatory 5. I went right back out there and act like I didn't hear the shit. So again, bro might be smart, but he might be slick too. And that's the perfect cover up is that I come from a good neighborhood, I make good grades. That don't stop me from being a criminal. But like I said, look at sports. Look at where it's at now. And look at this situation. Y'all want to paint the picture that Austin was an aggressive young man? All right, paint the picture. Paint the picture. That's the picture that we painted toxic masculinity anyway. White men. So he fit the profile. And like I said, I don't know what happened under the tent, but for what I heard, is like, was he a bully? He might have been a little aggressive. His brother might have been aggressive. I'm aggressive. My son just told me that a couple days ago. It's like, I asked him, I said, bruh, what do you think about me? He said, Dad, you get straight to the point. You aggressive. He's like, ain't no beating around the bush with you. I like my players like that. My son is not a defensive wizard. But I put the ball in his hand, he got in the rim, in the gym range. And I tell him, I said, shoot that motherfucker whenever you get a chance to, bruh. Let it go. That's aggressive. He lived by the 3 and he died by the 3. He was aggressive. So for me to say Austin Metcalf is aggressive, yeah. And I would take that. I would take that. But see, what it is that he was aggressive to a little black boy. Trust and believe, he played football. He was aggressive with a lot of little black boys on the football field. Trust and believe. At least 10 games a season in Texas. Oh, yeah, he's aggressive to a lot of black boys on offense. Because the majority of black boys on offense play running back. A lot of black boys on offense play wide receiver. A lot of black boys on offense play quarterback. I'm sure he got aggressive with a lot of black boys playing football. He probably got aggressive with Carmelo Anthony. He was already aggressive. He was a D1 prospect. His job is to be aggressive. He see opposition up under his tent. He's going to be aggressive. His brother probably cut from the same cloth. He's going to be aggressive. And if I put them in charge of the team, and them my captains, then yeah, I trust them enough to take care of business. If they my captains. Which means when they see the opposition, you do what you got to do to get rid of the opposition. You do what you got to do to get rid of the opposition. And this could have been some simple get up of just move. Just move. It could have been as simple as that. You see two aggressive white males coming at you, telling you to move. This ain't back in the day. You could have moved. This could have been avoided if you just left the tent. That's all you had to do. I wouldn't have called you no punk. I wouldn't have said you less than the man. I would say, hey, you use your head, bro. You so smart. Why you didn't use your head? Again, you had to think about where he at. You have no friends on this side. Leave. Leave. Go to where your friends at. Go to where your school at. Why? You put up a fight on somebody else's block. Why? And we want to sit here and say he was right. When in the streets, we would say you a fool. We want to say he right for standing up for himself at the track meet, but in the hood, we say you an idiot. You's an idiot. And then on top of that, you didn't even get touched. It wasn't even a fight. You didn't get hit. Where the bruises at? Where the marks at? Where the cuts and scratches at? Where they at? For you to justify what you did. Where they at? Where they at? Like I said, call me what you want to call me about this situation. I don't care. I'm looking at how I look at it. If he was so smart, he wouldn't have had that knife on him in the first place. If he was so smart, he wouldn't been over there in the first place. If he had so much intelligence, he sure didn't use it that day. If he's so smart, come from a good neighborhood, never been in trouble, I got all this going on in his life, you sure picked the right day and the right time to not use it. Now you fighting for your freedom. You're fighting for your freedom. All because you weak-minded. I'm do what I want to do, and ain't nobody gonna tell me anything. Same way that goes on in sports now. You want to do what you want to do, don't touch me. I want to dribble the ball. I want to dribble the clock out. I got 24 seconds on the shot clock. I want to dribble the ball 22 seconds and shoot at the last second. I want to do what I want to do. I used to tell my players outside, this ain't 2K, bro. You ain't going to be able to do what you want to do and let it ride. I'm not gonna let you do what you want to do. Find somebody that's gonna let you do what you want to do. I am not him. I lost players because of that and didn't care. I stuck to my mentality that, like, bro, if you want to be a man, you gotta go through some shit to be a man. I'm not gonna give you the shortcuts so you can cheat the game. I'm not gonna let you sit here and ruin my practices and ruin my strategies just because you want to do this and do that. I'm not gonna let you do it. And you can feel how you want to feel. But like I said, in this case, you did what you wanted to do by bringing the knife to the school. You did what you wanted to do. Whether your mom or daddy knew you did or you did it on your own, you did what you wanted to do. And you sit on the op block, whether somebody invite you over there or not, you did what you wanted to do. So when you pull that knife out and hit that man in his chest and deleted him, you did what you wanted to do. And after doing what you wanted to do, you want to say, it was self-defense. You did what you wanted to do from beginning to the end. And then you get caught up and say, I will protect myself. Yep. Your lawyer gonna have a hard time trying to prove you're innocent of something. You're guilty of something. But the way you're acting, your actions before the incident, your actions after the incident, you're not painting a very good picture of being innocent. You're not. And this coming from a nigga that's in the hood that tote pistols every day. Even as a criminal, I knew my consequences. Even as a criminal, I knew right from wrong. Even as a smart individual, I knew right from wrong. I done said this so many times, like, man, I was smart enough and strong enough to be a bully. I didn't have to put my physical presence on everybody all the time. I was smart enough to, I could think. I don't have to react. I don't have to punch and kick and fight all the time. I could think. Do I need to be in this situation or not? If I'm outnumbered, guess what? I'm a retreat. That's just smart thinking. That's just strategy. If I'm outnumbered, I'm gonna move and live to fight another day. You was outnumbered. Why you just didn't move? But hey, I don't know nothing. I'm just a nigga from the hood. I'm a nigga that stay in Memphis. I don't know shit. No matter how many books I read and how many books I listen to and all that right there, I'm just an idiot. I don't know nothing. I'm a coon because I'm not riding for him. I don't know shit. I don't know. I guess. I'm gonna let y'all decide. I don't know. But until I get any footage, any audio to prove that he was in the right for defending himself and he wasn't over there with the shit or whatever the case may be, then I can make a decision. Right now, I'm in the gray area. Right now, I'm in the gray area because I'm looking at the details. It's like, nigga, you didn't one supposed to have it. You over there on somebody else's territory, and they asked you to move, and you chose not to move. There's no different than me taking the gun to somebody else's apartment, so somebody else's hood, and saying, move me, and watch me let off these shots. I'm over there for a reason. And the majority of the time is either pussy, money, or bravado. Which one is it, ladies and gentlemen? Which one was it for Carmelo Anthony? Pussy, money, or bravado? The braggadocio, the machismo. Which one was it? At a track meet, it was probably somewhere between pussy and machismo. At a track meet. It was probably some little girl or just a simple fact that I'm a nigga. I'm that nigga. Pick one. Anyway, I'm finna get on down. That's all I had to say about this situation. Is, you know, we when you look at sports and you look at masculinity, bro, you can see that shit changed. And when sports changed, masculinity changed. When I came up, it was rough and tough, and you get it how you live. Now it's like, oh, I get to do what I want to do, and there's nothing you can do about it. And if you do anything about it, I'm complaining. Yep. That's probably why I don't watch sports like I used to. Probably. Anyway, I appreciate everybody that came through. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't liked it, like it, share, subscribe, comment, do all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look at all that. Like I said, I'm in the gray area, Queen. I'm gonna get in the gray area, but I'm gonna look at all that. But I'm gonna get on there. I'm gonna holler at y'all good people later.
Hey, son. Yeah. 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 Like it or love it, it's double or nothing. You ain't getting money, the nigga you bugging. Damn ass fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, fuck up the budget. Cashing it in, damn I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it. Her name ain't Mega, but yeah, she a stallion. The way that we dressin' ran out of Italian. New chain bustin', peep the medallion. Pour your own troubles out by the gallon. Her name ain't Lotta, but she from the south. Her name ain't Ruby, she got a big mouth. Putting it in, she sticking it out. Putting it in, she sticking it out. She like salsa, one in a hole. Just like a golfer, if you ain't leeching, what can you offer? Niggas ain't got it, they just be talkers. Niggas ain't got it, they just be talkers. They gon' tell you what you wanna hear. Yeah, put you in a nice pair. Best if you don't listen.
All this shit on me, I'm making her wet. It's double line, they know we the set. They know we up next, that's why they upset. Diamonds on me, and you know it's baguettes. Ballin' so hot, man, I need me a rap. If you ain't on time, then you getting left. Can't live in the past, ain't got no regrets. Ain't looking for love, just want me some sex. Like it or love it, still gotta respect it. How you in first, but you coming in second. They watching your next, so you gotta protect it. Running it up and we breaking the records. You gave us your last, you should've just kept it. Eyes on me as soon as I step in, the eye on me. You know what I'm reppin', it's eyes, so yeah, you know what we dressing. Our blessings is coming, they know that we destined. Like it or love it, they know how we coming. Just send us the budget. Send us the budget. She wanna second my hands on her weed. She tell me don't touch it. What you doing? We bringing them vibes, they know we don't force it. Tell them don't rush us. Don't rush us at all. Hate us or love us, it really don't matter. Ain't holding no grudges.
Like it or love it, it's double or nothing. You ain't getting money, the nigga you bugging. Damn ass fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, fuck up the budget. Cashing it in, damn I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it.
She want me to touch her, I'm making her cream. Like she a Russian, she for the team. She bring her cousins, I'm bringing my brothers. Now it's the scene and we all for being.
Like it or love it, I had you just dub it. Ain't no in between, no in between. She for the streets, feeling so geek. She for the streets, feeling so geek.
Like it or love it, they know how we coming. Just send us the budget. Send us the budget. She wanna second my hands on her weed. She tell me don't touch it. What you doing? We bringing them vibes, they know we don't force it. Tell them don't rush us. Don't rush us at all. Hate us or love us, it really don't matter. Ain't holding no grudges, no.